Hey, what's up guys, Damian here with another noob raping video as always, owning and raping those little noobs, and in a game full of noobs the legendary warrior returns to cleanse the servers from those pesky little noobs. Guys, after years of absence, the noob rapist is back to contain the noob disease, contain the noob population. And the noobs, as you can see, are coming in all shapes and sizes now with helicopters and mechanical legs and, well, the conventional builds as well. And in the next step, game mode right here, where everything goes, things can get really chaotic. And even, look at this, there are noobs with art builds. Look at this noob. He's using a mech build which is like a knight with a sword and a shield. And the epic legs, you know, the dino legs that allows you to jump and fly. And these noobs, guys, I mean, these are the funny moments. Look at this superhero entrance for the noob. Yeah, the noobs, look at them. Look at how tiny they are, guys. The noobs. The Lilliput noobs. Getting owned, getting raped by that noob rapist. Now again. The noob with the art build tries to flank me. Look at this noob. Look at this. Machine guns mounted on structural builds and ammo boxes that are exposed. And of course the noob gets on, gets late like an absolute noob. He probably downloaded the build from the exhibition and didn't even check if it was like sabotaged or even if it will work. He just saw the art and thought, oh yes, this is a great build for me. I mean, I need to have this, I need to buy the parts. And that's the noob mentality, guys. So yeah, this is my first mech build. It uses the flamingo legs, which is the special rarity legs. And I don't need, I mean, the better legs. I mean, I can do just fine. And look at this noob. Now this noob has Hampack and the Cyclones. But of course the noob hunter, as you can see right here, the noob is about to get wrecked. That's right, little noob. Run up and get done up by a noob hunter. Look at this noob. Another noob with the dino legs that gets on, gets late. Like an absolute noob by a noob rapist. MVP. Yes, once more. This is my my first match with the mech legs. And actually this is not a new build. I mean, this is a build that I had built this like 7 years ago, and yeah, it's been that long. And all I did actually was I redid the framework and added the mechanical legs. I used to have the ML 200 legs, the spider legs. So yeah, look at them, look at the noobs. Again, more noobs getting, you know, try to rush me. But once again, run up and get done up, little noobs. Look at them. Luckily my team comes right on time and helps with the noobs. And the noobs get on, the noobs get raped like absolute noobs. So yeah, more noobs with mech legs about to get on, about to get raped by the noob rape. Look at this, I popped the noob right there. So yeah, again the noob. Now, like I was saying, the build, this is an old build, okay? This is very old. With the ML 200 legs, I had this, and now I have like the frames. I have changed the frames, changed some of the armor, and it is essentially the same build, guys, from 7 years ago. And it still goes strong, guys. It still owns the noobs. And this build has survived the drone apocalypse, the wedges, all the noob friendly stuff. I mean, all these the meta builds and the guns over the years. And yeah, still go strong, guys, even though I still have the steppy spider cabin, and unfortunately they have turned this cabin into a homing missile cabin, and it used to be the best medium weight cabin, and now it is the best cabin for the noobs, unfortunately. But I have kept it because I don't want to do the entire build over again, and I had it fused back then for mass limit and less mass. And look at this noob, rage quitted the noob after I bring down his noob jelly. So yeah, guys, you will see in this video what skills looks like. I mean, I am the noob hunter, of course I have the skills and the guns to bring down those tiny little noobs, the noobohelis. So yeah, my first mech build. Yes, this is actually a lot of people, from what I've seen, have returned when the mech legs or the robotic legs have been added to the game, which was a few months ago. But I didn't make a video back then because, well, you know, I was skeptical about this new game mode where everything goes, and well, but it turns out, if you give it as a shot, if you really well, and if you are a good player, of course, if you have good aim, you can take care of the helicopters, which is the main complaint point of the vast majority of the player base. Look at this. Took out the rotor and down goes the little noob. So yeah, the helicopters and all this chaos, most people don't like that, and they tend to play the standard game modes. Well, of course, that is understandable. I mean, after all these years, well, some people don't like the change, some people do, like myself. I mean, ever since this has been introduced, I've only played the normal game like 4 or 5 times, 4 or 5 games, then that's about it. I really like this game mode now, guys, even though it can get unfair sometimes, like if you are playing this map, the crater map, and there are helicopters with lock-on missiles, and well, yeah, that can get very unfair. And there you can see this noob. Like, I don't know, maybe that was an art build as well, because it had those that protection, so to say, around the rotors, which is completely unnecessary, and maybe it wanted them to look like the Avengers ship, something like that. So yeah, noobs getting on, guys, noobs getting raped. So well, currently the current meta is the mainframe cabin and the comet crossbow, and there is also this the compiler cannon, which is all these things are for the founders faction in the current season pass. And well, especially the mainframe and the comet heavy crossbow, a lot of people are complaining about that, saying that, well, this is the OP things of this new battle pass, and just before the pass ends, or as soon as it ends, it will be nerfed. But that's how it is, guys. I mean, that's the business model of pretty much every game nowadays. I mean, there is no surprise about anything these days. I mean, we have learned how the companies operate, and you know, I am okay with that, because if you have faith in your skills, guys, and if you have a decent build, of course you can respond to every meta thing that they've added, and yeah, take it out, as you can see, no matter where it comes. I mean, they can build helicopters, they can build with mechanical legs and conventional builds. If you have the skills, guys, and the intellect, of course you can put the Lilliput noobs back in their place. Look at this noob. Yeah, machine guns, homing missiles on the helicopters. Look at this specific match. It's pure chaos. You will see right here, everything goes. So yeah, with all the meta things, when the noobs are complaining, the noob rapist says, bring it. Yeah, you're on. That's how it is. If you have the skills, guys, just bring it. And the noob hunter will trash your builds, little noobs, little meta chaser noobs. And yeah, that's how it is, guys. Now, most of the people I know from back then have abandoned the game, or they simply log in just to see the updates and then log out back again. Maybe they check the market, stuff like that. But the noob hunter is here, guys, with the triple whirlwind poker build. Now it is the triple mech build with the whirlwinds. Look at the noob. Look at that noob. It's like the Terminator. The noobs, they think they will come back stronger, and when they come back, they get raped by that noob rapist. Look at that. All of the noobs getting owned, getting raped. So yeah, guys, the helicopter noobs getting destroyed with skill. I mean, I don't need the star for auto cannons in order to bring the little noobs down. I mean, if you have the skills, you don't need that. So the whirlwinds will do, and I have them fused for damage, resistance to all damage, and rate of fire. That's right, not projectile speed, the rate of fire. Look at this noob. You are under arrest, little noob, trying to snatch our beacons from the base instead of playing normally. But of course the noob with the incinerator gets burned in his own flames like an absolute noob, crispy noob, Lilliput noob. So yeah, you can see more noobs getting sniped right out of the skies. Noobs are falling from the skies yet again. When the noob hunter comes into play, that's what happens to the little noobs. So, well, I decided to do this video, guys, not only to show you the kind of situation of the game and my first mech with robotic legs, but before I did this, I was searching for quality gameplay for Crossout and gameplay with skills, and I couldn't find anything, and I ended up watching my old footage one again, and yes, I decided to make the video, guys. So because the noobs, they need to learn how to play the game, and they need to learn to rely on their skills and not on the various modules like the cloak or the shields. Well, I guess the shields are okay, I mean, but the cloak is very noob friendly. And yeah, especially back in the day where people had the shotgun wedges with the cloak, and of course the triple cricket hovers, peekaboo hovers and stuff like that. I mean, very noob friendly stuff. And of course, instead of complaining, I just built my build with the whirlwinds in order to counter the noob crickets, and also had to fight the noobs with the wedges and the shotguns or whatever it was. So yeah, you can see more noobs that are about to run up and get done up like the absolute noobs that they are. Look at them, a heli and a mech at the same time. No problem for the noob hunter, as you can see right here, noob helis and noob mechs. Yeah, get on, get raped like the noob they are. Again, the noob is back, and even though he has a fully functional build, still runs away like an absolute noob, guys. Yeah. So I have a lot of clips that I wanna show you guys, and I just cut the video out to the most important ones. I had like maybe 2 hours worth of clips, but of course I cannot show everything. I mean, I don't want this to drag out for so long. Just for the most part, it's the noob helis and the mechs that I want to show you. In this new game mode, there has been also like more noob-friendly game modes, like the ones with the impulse, and the noobs that were running the crossbows. It was before this season, and yeah, they were running the crossbows, and it was very stupid. I mean, with one shot they could delete everything, guys. I mean, because of the impulse. So yeah, something happens right here. I think it's lag, or I don't know, something, or maybe the weight of the build. And even though I am almost completely stripped of armor, I can still hold my own, guys. Still have my 3 guns, and the noobs get owned, get raped. Noob babies, look at them. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun, actually. For the most part, the game is fun, guys. I mean, you cannot deny this. When you have all these things going on, it is a fun chaos, in my opinion. Look at this. And of course, you can sharpen your skills when you use autocannons. And of course, cannons are the type of gun that requires the most skill, but they are not versatile. You cannot engage helicopters and mechs reliably, and yeah, you can see right here the superior skills and the intellect of the noob hunter. Long range shooting destroys the rotors of the noob helicopters, and once more, that's it, guys. That's the skills. And oh yeah, this map now in this game mode, yeah, you can see, yeah, how dumb these the lock-on noobs are. Fallen into the abyss like an absolute noob. And actually, yeah, another noob. Noob on helicopters with the incinerator catapults. And there are actually 3 noobs on the enemy team with helicopters. This is the one, and the other 2, they have cannons on the helicopters. Okay, noobs. Just bring it. Just bring it for the noob hunter to get owned and raped. Like the Lilliput noobs that you are. Look at this. Look at the noobs. Distraction when you come up against a noob hunter. So yeah, you can see the noobs, and I survived these maps on my last legs. There are actually a few bots that are aggro on me. And yeah, look at the cannon noob, misses his shots. And the footage speaks by itself, guys. I mean, what more there is to say? You can see the little noobs, how tiny they are. The Lilliput noobs. The Lilliputanian noobs, guys. Yeah, noobs with, look at this. Bot has the distractors or the triggers. And yeah, you cannot mess with a noob hunter. Little noobs. Look at them. How stupid they are, especially this one. The little bits with the cannons, guys. You will see what will happen to this little noob. The noob bits. Look at this. You will see in just a moment. So yeah, noobs getting owned, noobs getting raped in the crossout, and it's been fun, guys. The next step in game mode. Look at this. I step on the little noob bits. Look at this. They think that they can do all these things, guys, where they can go under the bridges with the helicopters in order, to avoid the lock-on missiles and the shots from the skilled players. But that's what it came down to. It you get stepped on like little noob by that noob hunter, and that's they are jumping around, strafing, you know, doing all these things, these twitchy movements, because they think they are so good. I mean, they are so good, the little noobs, that's what they think. And then they meet the noob rapist to remind them where they belong, of course. Yeah, guys. What a game, guys, what a game. It has potential. I mean, only if it was a little bit easier to grind for stuff, but well. Of course you need to look at this, look at the size of the noobs. That is your real size, little noob, little Lilliput noob. Oh man, the little noobs. The little noobs. Once again, bringing down noobs from the skies. And well, I do miss a few of the shots, but of course nobody's perfect. So yeah, I decided to go with fire rate for my guns because, well, the projectile velocity is like the best case scenario that can happen. If you are on a long range map, the projectile velocity is what you need, but in this game you don't know in which map you are gonna get put with and what kind of team you will have. Of course, the teams, they can be very unreliable, and you need to think like you are the only one that can do everything. You need to think like you are the only one capable of winning the game. So I decided to go with rate of fire instead with projectile speed, because you don't know what map you're gonna get, and if you get a close range map against things like cyclones, reapers, flamethrowers even, and in general things that are close range, you better have rate of fire, guys, and you better have the skills to lead the targets for when you get in long range map, in order to compensate for the lack of projectile speed. You can see once again the noobs, the noobohelis. You have to lead quite a few meters to where the noob is going, guys. You do have to lead, and that is what skills are all about, and knowledge of the game. You can see now this noob actually has the heavy crossbow, the comet crossbow, on the founders for on his helicopter, and look at the lead. Look at the leading I have to do, guys. Even at this close range, you have to lead. So yeah, know your guns, know your builds, and own the noobs. That's how it is. Another game where all hell breaks loose. Look at this. A lot of autocannons into play. So yeah. And of course helicopters and stuff like that. Pure chaos, guys. And I like the respawns in this game mode. The next step game modes, they have respawns enabled, of course, and of course sometimes it can get unfair. You can get put like alone against 3 players, or like they spawn you in front of 2 or 3 or whatever, and that can be unfair. Or if you are aggroed with wretched bots, yes, that is one dangerous bot to be to be chasing you. And yeah, but if you are the noob hunter, of course you can respond to all of that. You can adapt and engage all of these little noobs, all these meta chasing noobs, you know. And this is one of the reasons, guys, that people leave the game. You know, they, instead of getting what they like, the type of gun and build that they like to play, they are meta chasing, and you know, they pay the money to buy the battle passes or to buy coins in general to get what they need. And of course the noob hunter has never paid a single coin, a single euro for things. I have grinded out everything for my build. And in the end of the day, guys, you cannot buy skills. I mean, you can buy things, but you cannot buy skills. And if you grind, it will be more rewarding in the long run. So you have to grind. I mean, whether you like it or not, no matter what you buy. If you buy things early on and you don't have, you haven't grinded for things, it will get even worse, because you will have, then in order to complete your build, you will have to buy more things. So yeah, that's how it is, guys. So yeah, we are close to the end of this video. We have still a few more minutes to go, and you can see the noobs once again. I mean, what there is to say. This is a fun game to return once in a while. If you are grinding every day, every week, all time, and it can get very boring, and especially with the things that people are complaining all the time, the meta things for each season, and they, of course, they don't get nerfed soon enough, and that's why people that are meta chasing and that they have spent a lot of time at the game, they leave, and then they return. If something awesome gets introduced into the game, they return, and then they leave again, and that's the cycle, guys, the never-ending cycle. So here you can see a bonus clip of me using the kaiju, which is even before the ammo count for every weapon upgrade was introduced. Just before that, I think I bought the kaiju for 230 coins, and yeah, noobs getting de-legged. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video, and remember, keep on raping those little noobs.